We're going to move on to our next inductee, who is a phenomenal player as well, and look forward to hearing from her and also from her coach. Our next inductee is Abby Hall from the volleyball team. On the court, she was a 4-time all-conference player, about as good as you can get there, 3-time conference player of the year, 2-time All-American, and the first team All-American in program history. On campus, she also held numerous leadership roles in the Air Force ROTC, did a great job over there, and life after Embry-Riddle is pretty good for Abby Hall as well. She was commissioned as a second lieutenant in the United States Air Force after graduation and has just recently been promoted to the rank of captain, currently stationed at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base in Dayton, Ohio. So I got a couple of quotes here. One is from the colonel of the Air Force ROTC detachment at that time, Steve Luxon, and a colonel says, "Abby has my highest recommendation for induction into the Athletic Hall of Fame. She was not only a tremendous volleyball player, student, cadet, and leader while at Embry-Riddle, she continues to represent the university in a positive light, and as she progresses through her Air Force career, I know she will bring the highest praise to Embry-Riddle and our athletic program." And one other quote here came from one of Abby's teammates. "While walking around campus, you couldn't help but notice how many people Abby knew and would say hello to. Whether you were on the volleyball team or not, Abby was a friend you could count on. Whether it was assisting with engineering homework or helping you on your serve at practice, she was always there. She continuously exhibited qualities and characteristics that made her a great person, friend, and teammate." So let's take a look at some of Abby Hall's highlights from the volleyball court.
Playing alongside you for 4 years were some of the most memorable years of my life. Your amazing talent, motivation, and just love of the game were truly an inspiration. I'd love to go back and do it all over again, as long as we didn't have to run any 10s.
Abby's no doubt one of the finest athletes we've ever had here at Embry-Riddle. But what impresses me even more about Abby is her character and her ability to lead and motivate others. Now, whether it's on the courts or as an officer in the United States Air Force, Abby really brings out the very best in those around her, and she helps them achieve more than they could have otherwise. Abby has, and she continues to make all of us in the Embry-Riddle and the Air Force family proud. She's an outstanding role model, and she truly represents us with honor and distinction.
Serving as the presenter tonight for Abby Hall is our volleyball coach, Jocelyn Gallup.
That gave me goosebumps watching those videos. That's pretty cool. I get to do it every day, but that was pretty cool too. So, good evening. Thank you for picking me, Abby. This is a great honor to be able to induct the very first volleyball player into the Athletics Hall of Fame. So congratulations on that one. I met Abby when she was a sophomore in high school. She was, and still is, a very focused and driven young lady with exceptional talent on the volleyball court. She had a plan for her future that was aerospace engineering, the Air Force, and volleyball. And we were lucky enough to have her choose Embry-Riddle to pursue all of those dreams. So Abby was a key factor in the start of our legacy left on the NAIA. Abby's 4 years playing for the Eagles, she contributed to 96% of all matches. I probably had to sit her a couple of times so that the other team could score some points. Abby holds records that will last a lifetime: career kills, attempts, and points earned. To say the least, she has a competitive fire, likes to win, and was a very reliable teammate. It was in 2010, Abby's junior year, that we made the breakthrough on the national level. Our opening weekend, we traveled to Oregon, and Dr. Sliwa, you were nice enough to have us for dinner. That was very nice of you. We brought that up when you were here. We did that. We played number 13 ranked Southern Oregon that weekend, and it was our first nationally ranked win. That night, Abby had 21 kills. Scoring points was something that she liked to do. Later that weekend, we played Fresno Pacific. She had another 21 kills. So tally that up over 4 years, that's why you're here. Good job, thanks. It helped me out too, right? While Abby wore the blue and gold, we went as a program 113 wins and a mere 22 losses overall. And in the Sun Conference, 55-1 in 4 years. So, like I said, scoring points was her thing. As I reflect back, a little something that sticks out in my mind about Abby and the Hall family is passion. Passion for life, passion for competition. I always knew when her family entered the building, especially Ronnie Hall, and his infamous "pound it" from the stands. So let's get loud, Hall family and friends, and give a big round of applause for Abby Hall.
Thanks, Coach. So it's an extreme honor to be here tonight, and I'm super excited because a lot of the people that are on this Hall of Fame were here when I was here. Alina and Phil and a couple others around in the crowd. I haven't found you exactly yet, but it's fun because I get to see everyone's teammates and friends, and it's a good time to socialize. First and foremost, I'd like to thank my parents. Without the support you've given me, I'd be nowhere near here. Thank you for the lectures about playing harder, being a leader, and even that one time senior year, Dad, where you told me I didn't get high enough grades and you told me it's not like you're studying rocket science. So, nevertheless, I appreciated the tough love. From the countless hours in the volleyball gyms across the country to the advice and counsel you guys have provided, whether or not I wanted to hear it or not, thank you. And for most importantly, encouraging me to follow my dreams, never doubt myself, and teaching me how to persevere despite any adversity. To my Air Force family here, I would be nowhere here today without the leadership and training I gained while at 157. After having 4 years in the Air Force, I can say that 157 does train and develop the best Air Force leaders. It was obvious to me in my first assignment and even in my second assignment that I was better prepared than my peers, just by the virtue of the unique training leadership environment here. To my coaches, first Chuck, everyone who's my high school coach. You probably have more embarrassing stories than I care to hear. But from our first lesson when I was 12 years old, from when I just needed to learn how to serve the ball over the net, to the many years of lessons that followed, I owe a lot of the success I've had to the fundamentals you've taught me. Even those 5 minutes of setting practice at the end of every lesson that I begged for. Who knew at some point last year that I would be the setter for the Air Force team in international competition? So it did pay off. To coach and the coaching staff, thank you for not only challenging me on the court, but also off the court. You pushed me to be a better student while understanding the crazy schedule of ROTC, aerospace engineering, and volleyball, but still holding the team and I to a high standard with even higher expectations. Coach is, and probably still is, the most competitive person I know. And I think it rubbed off on a lot of us. Competing every day was something we relished in practice, and in the end made us a cohesive team that could play through the adversity and ultimately led us to a lot of the successes we had. She even made warm-ups competitive, telling us the standing wager would be a smoothie for whoever made a basket in the basketball hoops when throwing chase with the volleyball. Despite being so close all 4 years, I finally did it my last practice of senior year, and she still owes me that smoothie. To my teammates and friends I have here, thank you for keeping me sane. It was something special we had, and we weren't just teammates with our specific sport, we were teammates as an athletic department with soccer, baseball, track, and all the other sports. Even when, at one time during the summer, volleyball and soccer decided to switch summer workouts for the day. And so soccer did volleyball workouts and volleyball did soccer workouts. We just wanted a change of pace, basically. And we thought it was a good idea. But I think that was the last time and only time I will ever do a workout called the Killer. Whether it was cooking a meal together or watching movies or the friendly interathletic Dougie challenge we had going, or even blowing up 1,000 balloons and filling a dorm wall-to-wall, floor-to-ceiling for a surprise birthday party. We laughed, we understood each other's pain and the academic challenges we all faced. Most importantly, we were a support system for each other on and off the court, track, or field. And all this helped to create some of the most important lasting memories and relationships I have today. Embry-Riddle is a special place, and I'm truly honored to be a part of this family. Congratulations to Jason, EJ, Russell, Sam, and Phil. I'm honored to be a part of this class, and I look forward to meeting you all afterwards. Thanks.